Season 2 hasn't started the way I like it in the Championship. We've only won one game. That was against Cardiff at the start of the season, the one that you guys saw. We're doing quite well in the Carabao Cup though. We got through the first round. We got through the second round on penalties to get ourselves through to the third round. We're currently 15th in the league. Can we improve our form? We're playing Bournemouth. We're playing Wycombe today. It was going to be Bournemouth and Southampton, but that Wycombe game is sandwiched in between. So we might as well show that one. Come on, Birmingham. Turn this around. Hello folks and welcome into the next thrilling instalment of Birmingham Revisited from the half-star to 5-star series. As I said in the intro, we're playing Bournemouth and then we're playing Wycombe and we need to turn this form around. It has been dreadful. You saw a little bit of a snippet in the intro. Let's go into a little bit more detail then. So we beat Cardiff 4-1. You guys saw that game. We played fantastic. We then beat Plymouth in the first round of the Carabao Cup and I thought, yeah, things are going to be doing really well for us. We then drew with Rotherham, lost to Norwich and beat Southampton in the third round, the second round, sorry, the Carabao Cup. We had to go to penalties for that one. And then in the most recent game, we drew with Ipswich. So it is misfortunes for us at the moment. We somehow need to find a way to turn this around. I'm hoping we can do it in this episode. If we have a look at the table then, we got 5 points, 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss. Find ourselves down in 15th, where the media predict we're going to finish. It's not ideal at the moment, so yeah, let's turn it around. As I said, transfers in, we have had a couple of players join us, both on loan because we haven't got the money to bring them in. The first one is Dauda Cham from Manchester United. He can play right back, he can also play centre back. He's one of the better players coming into the club as well. Absolutely fantastic. 4-star kind of ability, 5-star potential, so hopefully we can get the best out of him. And the other player joining us is another defender. Jador Hendrickson joins us from Crystal Palace on loan. Isn't as great as Cham, but we needed bodies at the back, and he's going to provide that cover when we need it. 2-star kind of ability, 3.5-star potential. We're paying £450 a week, so it's not really breaking the bank. I can't remember what we're paying for Cham. 14k, we are paying the full wages for him, but he is a good player, so he is worth spending that money on him. In terms of players out, I can't remember anyone leaving us. It's only like guys out on loan, so Simon Neal's gone out on loan, Stern Callahan's gone out on loan as well. Volta Ramos, he's joined our feeder club, our affiliate club. He's gone out on loan there for there, and Ali McKinnor's also gone out on loan to Accrington Stanley, so no one major leaving us. In terms of injuries, we have lost Sessegnon. He is out for 7 weeks to 3 months with a broken foot. So Cham playing there. We've also got that other guy in on loan. Can never remember his name. Paul Clark. There we go. Paul Clark. He can also play at right back. So we've got options there. We just need to make sure that we can get the ball rolling on the pitch. So let's jump into the game against Bournemouth then. It is on the south coast and the team we're taking there to pick up the result is Hogarth in goal, back four, Bagan, Burns, Holzman and Cham, Garbraith at the base midfield, James and Gabby in front of him, Anderson on the left, Volpato on the right and Blackburn up front. Blackburn hasn't got the goals I've expected him to get. He's our star striker, he's our star player, he needs to be getting all those goals. It doesn't seem to be working for him at the moment, so fingers crossed he can find some form of form in this game. It is against Bournemouth and they are a good team. They come down from the Premiership last year, so it is a tall ask of us. We have also shifted the mentality onto positive permanently now. We were starting off as balanced and then shifting between positive and balance as the game goes on. But now I think to get the best out of Blackburn, we need to sit there on the positive mentality and get the ball up to him. And 20 minutes have gone in this game and nothing has come highlights-wise. We've had 6 shots, all of them off target so far. Bournemouth had 5, 1 on target. So something has got to change as the game goes on. Blackburn's on a 6.3 rating. We can't get him into the match at the moment. And I think the first half is going to end with a highlight. Although I say that, Backhand's got a corner. It was a poor one, trying to find Holzman. And Bournemouth get it clear. Anderson comes back to get it. Cham into Garbraith, over to Burns. What can he do with it? Shifts it into Blackburn. It's a wonderful strike, but it's just straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Goalkeeper does well to scramble it out for a corner. And Backhand's going to put this one in again. He's aiming for Holzman. He is, but it's been cleared. And Cham's over there to get the ball. Nothing comes of the highlights. So what do we do substitution-wise? Do we take off Robbie Blackburn because he's having a poor game? Or do we try and fire him up? Let's let's see what I can do. You weren't that bad. I'm going to say that to him. He seems motivated. He's on a 6.2, so hopefully that is going to be enough to fire him up for the second half. Get him firing, getting in amongst the goals. Otherwise, we are going to have to put Lafluente up there and give Blackburn a little bit of a break. We are going to make some substitutions. Blackburn's time's done on the pitch, I think, for this game. 6.1 rating. Volpato's also injured, so we're going to bring Guidi on for him. And Lafluente can go up front. Dauda Chan. We have no right backs on, so we won't make that substitution now. So just the 2 on the hour mark then. See if that can influence the match in our favour. It'll be Guidi's first game of the season for us. Coming in off the bench. Again, there's just no highlights, is there? No highlights whatsoever. Let's make a couple more substitutions then. We'll take off Anderson. We'll bring on John Jules. We have no left back, so I think we need to change Garbright. Let's bring on Goodwin. Goodwin can come on and sit there. We'll make the final substitution as we come towards the end of the match. I am going to give him some encouragement. We might as well. And it's a throw-in to us. It's Cham, and he's picked up an injury, and it's a poor throw-in. Although Goodwin had a block on the ball. And Bournemouth have got free down that right-hand side. James is there to win it back. Gives it to Burns. Over to Cham. Cham gets it clear. There's John Jules chasing onto it, but it just asked a bit too much of him. Far too much. And midfield can't win the ball. And here come Bournemouth launching that ball forward. Cham's there. He should have headed that back to the goalkeeper. And I think the injury there... Luckily, we haven't been hit on the break by Bournemouth, but I think the injury there is what stopped Cham from getting onto that ball. 4 minutes of time added on. The game's going to end here. We should have won that with the amount of shots we had. I mean, highlights didn't say that at all. And Robbie Blackburn, what are we going to do with him? He is just not the same Robbie Blackburn that we've had for the past 3 seasons. I mean, I'm going to check his form quickly now. I'm going to criticise Lafluente because he does need to get in amongst the goals. Where are you two, Mr. Blackburn? There you are. And then we go on form. So yeah, he hasn't scored since the Cardiff game. And if you have a look at his rating, 6.9, 6.3, 6.6 and 6.1. So I think we need to rest him for a couple of games and see if we can get him in amongst the goals there. I mean, who do we put up front though? That's the issue. Do we go with John Jules? Do we go with Guidi? Do we go with Lafluente? That's going to be the questions I'm going to ask myself in between now and the Wickham game. So I made the decision then. Lafluente is going to be starting in the Wickham game, and to prove the point that Blackburn's not going to be playing, he's not even on the bench. So the team we're putting out there for the Wickham game is a little bit changed. It is Hogarth in goal, back four, Strapp, Holzman, Forrester and Clark. Garrett at the base midfield, James and Garbright in front of him, Barrios on the left, John Jules on the right, and Lafluente leading the line. I have pulled in Robbie Blackburn and explained to him that I'm not happy with the last game. We've criticised that. He needs to be leading the line, and it seems to have perked up his morale, but it needs to reflect it on the pitch. So hopefully after this match against Southampton, he could be back to his normal self and getting some goals for us. Because, yeah, he is the main goal scorer. He's the main threat of this team. And when your main threat's not scoring, you're going to be sliding down the table, aren't you? And we've got the first highlight here. It is inside the first 16 minutes. So a lot earlier than the Bournemouth game. We've got Strapp running down this left-hand side. And it's a poor pass, trying to find it into Barrios or into, who's number 7, Daryl James. Barrios has there been dispossessed, just waiting for the ball to come to his feet. He's not willing to go to the ball. Down the left-hand side for Wickham. Wickham are down at the bottom half of the table. That header's not going to be troubling Hogarth. We haven't got the table set up here, so we'll go with the overview. We'll change this quickly here for the league table. So yeah, they're in 22nd. We are in 11th. Oh, did it say 11th for us? Couldn't it be, because we were down in 17th earlier. Ball gets whipped in. Again, our defenders aren't watching the striker or the men getting into the box. Looks like we are at to 11th with the points going in our favour at the moment, but I mean, all things could change. James is there to win the ball. Garrett into Garbright. John Jules tries to rip it around the corner to Barrios. Finally gets it to him, and hits the base of the post, and we've, yeah, creating problems. Barrios with the free kick towards that back post where John Jules is, and he gets it. He gets the first goal of the game. Birmingham 1, Wickham 0. We take the lead. It's just what we needed, just what the doctor ordered as well. That then puts us up to 9th. So I'm guessing the draw against... who did we play? Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth. Put us up the table a little bit more, and then picking up points in this game has pushed us that little bit further as well. To be honest, I didn't check the table after we got the draw with Bournemouth. So that's why I'm a little bit confused as to where we are. And John Jules just feeds it back into Garrett and gets it back, releases Lafluente. Lafluente puts it across to Barrios, and simple as that. Barrios puts it into the back of the net. 2-0 to Birmingham. We're definitely showing our class here. And this is showing that just what Blackburn needs to do for us. So that ball gets put in. Garrett's underneath it. Gets it headed on to Barrios. Barrios runs. Loses the ball though. And here come Wickham down their right hand side. We need to keep him out there. James is trying to hassle him. Ball gets fed forward. It's easy ball for us. Holzman heads it into Strap. Strap get it clear. He does into James. James then feeds it up to Barrios. Barrios trying to find Lafluente. Again, asking far too much of him. Is that Tyrone Mings? Off of Aston Villa playing for Wickham? I think it might be. I think we might have to check that. As Wickham put the ball in, they stand it up. Go on, get it clear. I thought they put it in there, and his Hogarth was rushing out to get the ball. They don't. They head it down. It is 2-0 to us at the moment. We're playing okay. Bit edgy towards the end of that first half. But yeah, we're doing all right. Holzman's not having the best of games. I might take him off now. Who have we got on the bench that can come on for him? We've got Hendrickson. Let's stick him on. See what he's like. Swap him with Forrester. And go from there. So, I wanted to check if it was Tyrone Mings, didn't I? Visualization. That's not what I wanted. I wanted tactics, Russ. Come on. Tactics for Wickham. And... yeah, it's Tyrone Mings. He seems to have been there first season there after leaving France. So, yeah. Would have been nice if we knew that he was there. But then again, we haven't got the money to bring players in, have we? So, we can't exactly bring players like that to the club at the moment until we resolve the financial issues. We just come up to the hour mark. And it is a corner for Wickham. It's towards that back post. We have got it clear, but we've got no men there. Hendrickson's running up with this ball. Our ball-playing defender's got it. Or a centre defender. He's a central defender, isn't he? He's gone back into position now as Clark's up on this right-hand side. He's had to retreat. He's gone back into Hendrickson. Finds Garrett. Garrett shifts it into John Jaws. Why did you pass it back? Oh, I never understand the decision-making sometimes. Hendrickson gets his head onto it, feeds it into James. James needs to release Lafluente. He hasn't though, he's gone on a run for himself. Feeds it into John Jules. John Jules puts it across, and there is Lafluente with his first goal of the season for us. Birmingham 3, Wickham 0. Let's make some substitutions then. Who would we take off? I'm going to go fitness-wise. Barrios needs to come off, and Anderson come on from him. And Garbrife is the next player I'm looking at, so Barry Taylor can come on for him. He can't really play there. Can he play in the deep line playmaker role? We can a little bit better. So we'll swap those two around. That's what we'll do with our midfield for the remaining 25 minutes of the match. I think we've won this one. Garrett steps in, wins the ball, releases it into Lafluente. Lafluente tries to touch it into the path of John Jules, but it just wasn't powerful enough, or John Jules just wasn't quick enough to get onto the ball. And Wickham are in our half. They've got 3 players around the box. They put it across. Hendrickson gets it clear, and it's volleyed back in over the bar though. He just was always leaning back, so it was always going to be going over. Boys have done well, if I must say so. Again, we're trying to get rid of this ball. Under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Just put the challenge in. One of them needs to get the challenge in. And it's... oh, they've hit the Oh, we've just about got it clear. Lafluente's just going to run it out. Puts it into Anderson. Anderson's got options on the right if he can go. He doesn't. He goes to the centre. Again, we're trying to ask too much of our players. Garrett with the header into Clark. Touches it back to Henderson. Or Hendrickson, sorry. Highlight does end there. We're trying to do these threaded passes like you do on FIFA. But it's just not working out for us at the moment. Darryl James needs to come off. So Goodwin can come on for him. We'll swap him in Garrett round. Can we do that? Yeah, I guess so. Sort of suits where they want to be. And then for the last trick, I think we'll take off Tyrese and we'll bring Guidey on for the last 10 minutes. Final 2 substitutions of the game then. We are picking up 3 points in this game. Lafluente with an assist and a goal. Barrios with an assist and a goal. And John Jules with an assist with a goal. And there goes the full-time whistle. So we do pick up the 3 points here. It is vital 3 points for us. It's just what we need. Just what the doctor ordered this episode. Get the confidence going. Getting a draw against Bournemouth for up in 4th. Then get a win against a team that are near the bottom of the table. And I've got to laugh at this. Bristol City. 6 games, 6 losses. Ha ha ha. That could be us, so I shouldn't really laugh there. We've now got 9 points and we're in 9th place after, I think it's 7 games. Quick look at the table. Sorry, 6 games. 6 games we've played and we're now up to 9 points. So we're doing okay. We're in the hunt. Not towards the top where I'd expect us to be just at the moment, but we're sniffing around there. I think by the next episode we could be in around these places up here. But who knows? But let's just see what we should come back for the next one then. I'm thinking Blackburn and Stoke. Blackburn being a big team, ex-Premier League winners, and Stoke being a sort of local rival to Birmingham. I know they're a little bit further up in the Potteries there. But yeah, I think that is our best options to do there. So, sort of picked up form. We haven't lost since the Norwich game, and that is the only loss we've done this season so far. We just need to get those consistent wins and get Blackburn scoring again. Fingers crossed, by the time you come back next time, we've resolved those issues.